second part of this question says, find the MRS for u x1, x2 equals x1 times x2 at bundles 1, 1, 10, 1, and 1, 10, given an interpretation. So let's take u x1, x2 as x1 times x2. The MRS is the partial with respect to x1, or the negative of the partial. So what's the partial derivative with respect of x to x1 of x1 times x2? Here we're treating x2 as a constant, so it's like 2. So what's the derivative of 2x? That's just 2, right? So the partial derivative of x1, x2 with respect to x1 is just x2, right? So we get x2, and it's divided by the partial with respect to x2. Same thing, but in reverse. So it's just x1. So the marginal rate of substitution here is negative x2 over x1. And let's evaluate that at these different bundles. So MRS at 1, 1 will be negative 1. At 10, 1, it'll be, we're putting x1 in the denominator, so it'll be negative 1/10. And then 1/10 will be negative 10. And recall for this utility function, x1, x2, our indifference curves are looking something like this. Those are our indifference curves for that utility function. Then this bundle, 1, 1, is somewhere like this. And it's saying that the slope of the indifference curves at bundle 1, 1 is negative 1. And that looks just about right. Here, so the MRS is the slope of the indifference curve, so it's going to be rise over run. Run is 1. If we just get like a number for the MRS, the denominator will be 1. And so 1 is the change in x1. And then the rise, whatever the numerator is the change in x2 that we would just take. So the interpretation of the MRS is we'd be just willing to accept, whatever that MRS is, MRS units of x2 for giving up 1 unit of x1. So for this case, we'd be just willing to accept 1/10 units of x2 for giving up 1 unit of x1. Or if we multiply that by 10, we'd be just willing to accept 1 unit of x2 to give up 10 units of x1. So here we are at bundle 10, 1. And that's saying we'd give up 10 units of x1 to get 1 unit of x2. And our utility would be the same. All right, and then let's go over to, can you see this yellow color? Yeah, that looks good. So 1/10 is the, over here. This is saying, plug in 10, we'd be just willing to accept 10 units of x2 to give up 1 unit of x1. So that's going from, we'd be just willing to accept 10 units of x2. So that's kind of it's always bringing us to the left here. So we'd need 10 units of x2, 10, to give up 1 unit of x1 here.